be an alternate picking lesson. So I'm going to start off with a chromatic exercise that's just based on one note per string in this kind of pattern-like figure you see here, and then this pattern-like figure you see here. So the exercise goes like this. Etc. And just so you can get another glimpse of what I'm doing, it's 4 in the D, 3 in the G, 2 in the B, 1 on the E, then everything backwards, so 4 in the E, 3 in the B, 2 in the G, and 1 on the D. And then you just get that and move it up and down, whatever fret you like. You can do it on different strings, and you could even cross strings doing something like this. Something like that, and then you just keep moving it up and down. And for the next exercise, we're going to do a pentatonic run first. And to slow it down for you, it's just in the key of A minor pentatonic. And so you're going. Now you can move that to different pentatonic positions, or you can just move the same shape up and down if you'd like. For example, you could go like, etc. And the third exercise is a 3-note per string scale run that is just goes through all the notes of the key and just continually moves up and down like so. And to slow the pattern down for you guys, it's just ascending on the notes of the scale. Whoops. When you get to the top, you just slide up to the next fret. Each of these patterns I kind of think of as individual shapes. I kind of just, came up with them over years of playing. But each one is also a particular mode. And so if you need trouble getting certain shapes down to use for this exercise, you can just look them up online. And I'll link to some down there. You can use any shapes you want for this one. Just the idea is just to get another picking pattern under your fingers, literally. The next exercise we're going to do is another 3-note per string exercise, but this one is actually a pattern-based one. It's still in the same key as the last one, but you're doing notes, you're doing patterns in pairs of strings and then moving them up octaves. And the trick of this one isn't necessarily the just the picking or just the left hand as much. It's the jumping from position to position and actually keeping it clean. And so the exercise goes something like this. And then you just continue going up the frets. And just to show you the pattern in more depth, this one I'm just starting on the 2nd fret because I want to. Then you're going up 1 octave, and then up another octave. And the idea is that each pair of strings has the same pattern. So if you can see here, and 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 another trick in this exercise is that every time you do that slide up to the next pattern, you start on an opposite pick stroke from what you did on the last run. So not only are you doing this pattern-based jumping across the fretboard, but you have to deal with your right hand constantly switching between starting with a downstroke and starting with an upstroke. And then the other part about it is that you have to, you're still coordinating both your hands, and there's all these things going on. So it's a pretty good exercise for either getting to know the fretboard, getting better at using scales in songs, getting better at learning scales in other songs. It'll just tighten up your overall playing. Alright guys, that's it for this alternate picking lesson. I hope you found these exercises somewhat helpful, and I will see you